If it ain't right, then it won't be right. That looks right. We look fine. Yes, we're here. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Dennis. We are back with a new video. I almost said Michel'le. Yes, I did. Michel'le must be talking about me. I hope you guys are having a good day. Please make sure y'all start this video off by clicking that thumbs up button. And also make sure that you share this video on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or wherever you share our videos. I just want to give a big thank you to everybody out there that watched our new video from Tuesday afternoon. I mean, y'all were ready for that goddamn video. Like, y'all were really, really ready. And you know, it was something different, and I'm glad that we did it. And I'm also going to say the same thing when I record with Michel'le later on. You know, the same thing. It was just something different. It wasn't my plan to do that video that day. But
let me just say that I really believe, and I say this all the time, if you can dish it, you got to be able to take it. And I most definitely can dish it with the best of them, and I most definitely can take it. And y'all ripped me a new one. And at the end of the day, I said what I said, and I ain't changing it, and I stand firm in what I said, and that's just that.
Fall back on this floor, okay?
No, you don't got to fall back on the floor, but I said what I said, and I'm not changing. And I exactly what I said yesterday, I don't feel no different. After getting all the tweets, reading all the comments under the YouTube video, I still feel the same exact way that I said yesterday, only simply because that is me and who I am. And if it was Kevin and if it was Brandon, I would still stand firm in what I believe. And I don't want to go too much on the video yesterday, but I just want to say, cause I couldn't really, you know how like something happened and then you be like, damn, I should have said this, or you look at it back and you be like, damn, I could have said this, I should have said this. All I want to say is that, like, I understood a lot of what y'all said, and I understand Kevin's point of view. He was like, that's why I don't become friends with celebrities, and because it taints, you know, what I have to say. But at the end of the day, like,
it do,
and I get it. But I don't curve what I say and how I feel. It's just that when you have a friend and somebody, and you got their number, and you can pick up the phone and call them and ask them, why would you know, say that via social media? And I'm talking about anybody. Like, Kevin bet not ever try to tell me about myself via social media when we talk every single day. Like, every day that we talk. And you want to try to air me out via social media? No. Call me, text me, and let's talk about it. You know, give me a courtesy call or something like that. And I say all that to say, I gave Lil Mo a courtesy call before the show. Now, I had no idea that they was going to ask me to come record with them. And when they asked me, you know, being as though
Michel'le called him.
Michel'le called me. Michel'le called me. Michel'le called me, and it caught me off guard. And I could show him text messages. I said, Diggy, something don't sound right, because I know how Michel'le is when y'all record or whatever like that. But then Michel'le, he invited me to, you know, come record. So on the way here, being as though Lil Mo my friend, am I going to just go off a blog, or I'm going to call my friend and ask her what happened, what's the real deal? So I gave Lil Mo a courtesy call or a courtesy text. You know, hey, what's up, Mo? I'm about to do the Scorpion Show. We talk about pop culture and current events. You know, the situation with the text message may come up just for the simple fact that this guy is from Philly. She's like, okay, sure, I got you. You know, boom, told me what happened, and this, that, third, and fourth, and the fifth. I said, okay, I got you. If the situation come up, you know, I got you covered. And that's what happened, and that's how that went down. And I say all that to say, like, you know, Lil Mo loved the Scorpion Show, and she respect the Scorpion Show and the platform and what they do. But she also goes up for Kevin and Michel'le. Like, you know, like, she respects them and she goes up for them. And anytime they call her, whenever time permits, she will do whatever she can do for the Scorpion Show and for Kevin and Michel'le. And she's done it before. They got Lil Mo's number directly. They can text her, they can call her. What's up, Mo? We ready to do the show? And Lil Mo is there. Boom, bam. And, like, what I did, I feel like they should have did it. Like, you know, gave her a courtesy call or anything. You know, just asked her and let her know, like, you know, anything you want me to say, you know, because we're going to talk about it. Because I feel like that's how you keep your friendships and that's how you keep good rapport. And the comments and what I said on the show yesterday, you know, Lil Mo told me, but she told me so that when I came on the show, I could say it. It wasn't like me coming on the show spilling teas, telling something that Lil Mo told me to keep to myself. It was, you know, for me to broadcast on the show.
But listen, y'all already know where I've been at, and I ain't doing that. I ain't got time for that no more. I could be cool, but I don't want it to ever be to the point where we are like best friends and I can't share my opinion. I think it's free game. And you know, another person talk about that, Wendy Williams. And when she talked about it, I agreed with her about that. And it's like, yes, I got Lil Mo number. I text her, you know, how you been, everything all right, everything's cool, everything good. But all of that, like building up friendships, I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of that. So, but we're good and we're cool. I said what I said, and I ain't changing it. Yeah. We all said what we said, we ain't changing it. And we do, I know we do, Michel'le and I, we do see a change in Lil Mo. We do see that. And we want the opportunity to talk to her on the show. Not talk to her in a phone conversation or text message. We want her ass on the show and we want to talk. That's why I said we need to hit the mouth, not the mouthpiece.
Exactly, and that's I get it, but you asking her, you know, what happened with the text messages, it don't got nothing to do with talking to her, asking her about her life. You know, like that's all I'm saying.
We got to talk about all of that.
And then, like, I felt a little jumped on, which, you know, I didn't take it the wrong way, but, you know, you can defend Janet Jackson to the depths of you. Right. Michel'le can defend Beyonce to the depths of him, but as soon as I speak up and defend Lil Mo, it's a problem.
It's about when you know
but wait, let me finish.
Wrong,
but guess what?
It don't sound right.
But guess what?
You don't want to make yourself look dumb.
But guess what?
Everything that they do.
But do you have Janet Jackson's number to pick up the phone and call her?
I sure don't.
Do Michel'le have Beyonce's number to pick up the phone and call her?
Sure don't.
But I have Lil Mo's number and I can pick up the phone and call her.
And I had Tamar's number plenty of times, and we talked about her, and I said,
no, you did, but you didn't go in on her.
Why would I go in on my friend? I'm going to say what I got to say, but I'm not going to go in. That's my friend.
Exactly.
It's different.
Case closed.
But listen, you can still say how you feel about somebody and not go in. They wanted me to go in. Like, because you know I'll say, bitch, no, that's my fucking friend. But I'm going to admit, you know, I'm going to admit how I feel about a certain situation. You might not like the delivery, but I got my goddamn point across. And you ain't had to tear Lil Mo down. But I know when you said all of that stuff, something didn't sound right. That's why I was on the floor. So when we get a chance to talk to Mo, and if the invitation is still open, which I know it is,
I hope that
we're gonna have it. We're gonna have her on the show. If she don't want to talk to us, that's fine. I'm not gonna be like, oh bitch, you can't be friends with Lil Mo. I'm better than that. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So yeah, it was still a great show, and y'all loved it. Okay, I didn't intend for that to go for 30 minutes, but when you drink, hey, shit happens. Conversations happen.
You couldn't make what happened yesterday up if you tried to. If they had the best writers in the motherfucking world, that couldn't have been made up. And at the end of the day, it was a good show, and I believe that will go down in Scorpion Show history. And when you ask your, you know, supports, you know, what's your favorite, they're gonna be like the round table with all four of y'all.
Yeah, well, you know what? I ain't here for the favorite thing. You know, somebody tweeted that, so I don't never retweet that. You my favorite. I ain't got
no, I'm talking about, you know, favorite Scorpion show.
Oh yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites.
It'll be one of the favorite.
But it's still I think my favorite is still right now is when we did that Beyonce review. Like that's one of my favorites. But this one is one of my favorites too. But I think that one's a little bit more. But this is still. This round table thing, we on to something with that one.
And I love when me and you do, because if y'all watch yesterday's show, I clocked out. Like I was here, but I wasn't here. Because, you know, like, I really couldn't say what I wanted to say. It was too much talking going on. It was a good show, but I clocked out. And a lot of people peeped that. Like, I drunk all my drink, and the drink was going, I started eating the damn ice. I was nervous, I clocked out, I wasn't here. And it was simply because of Diggy. Like, I really felt like Diggy was being shady, and but you know, we passed that, you know, we talked about it and everything, but it was just, I say all that to say, I love when me and you do it because when I talk, you sit, you listen. When I get finished talking, then you talk. It's no, wait, let me finish, motherfucker, hold up. It's none of that.
It's going to be that when you are, first of all, y'all know how I get when I turn up. Well, you and Michel'le know. Yeah. Diggy might know a little something. But y'all know how I get. Yeah. And especially if we being combative and all debating and drinking, I'm going to be loud because I need to get heard. Right. And y'all not going to overtalk me. See?
Not on your show.
Not on my show.
I just felt like Diggy was doing too much. Like, he just had previous notions.
But it was a good video. It was a good video. And they enjoyed it. And they want to see more. And we'll work on that. So let's get into R&B Divas LA, episode 2. This episode was called Diva Deception or something? Diva Deception or some shit like that. You'll see the title.
And make sure at the end of the video you put up a link for Suicide. You supposed to do that last week.
I did.
You did because a lot of people tweeted me, asked me where's the link at, and then I looked and I didn't see no link where if you watch the video you can go to, you know, you didn't do that.
Now see, I'm not gonna sit here and argue. I'm gonna just pull it up.
Please do. I mean, you know,
pull the receipt. No, that's the old one.
Video right here. Where's the link?
Where's the I know it's there because I didn't leave that box empty. What that say?
It's there. Receipts. The link is there, you guys, and he gonna put it up again tonight.
Yeah, let's talk about Michel'le first, because first of all, I'm just gonna admit it, I was a little drained by that scene. This is my thing. If you want to talk about suicide and you're gonna do a commercial for it, yes, I know you might have a script, but I think it would have been better if Michel'le would have spoke from her heart and spoke about what she went through, and then they could have edited it down a little bit and use the best parts of her speech and use it as a commercial. I just didn't, like, she didn't know what was in the script and she was crying and stuff. Like, she's wasting that's wasting a lot of time with the recording and, you know, people have other things to do. Like, I felt bad for her, but it was like, girl, you got to suck this up because when she was on that stage at the Divas monologue thing, she ate that scene. She ate it all. So it's like, if you could do that for the Divas monologue, this is the same thing as a commercial. Just speak from your heart, and if you're going to cry, okay, cry, but don't keep crying and, you know, saying you wasn't ready like you're talking about suicide. You have to be ready. You almost took your life. And now you're here to share your testimony of what you went through so you can save others. Yes, it's a hurtful thing, but come on, girl, you got to, come on,
but see,
speak on it.
I see what you're saying, and I get it. But you also have to understand where she's coming from because it happened to her and not to you. So, you know, it's still fresh for her because it happened 6 months before the monologue on season 1. So it was still fresh for her, and like it's still an open wound. And you know, like
yeah, but I thought that happened so long ago.
It's just like when people. It's just like when people lose their a family member. It could be 3 or 5 years later. They can talk about it and they get all choked up.
Yeah, you know me. I do the same thing.
Yes, you go through it. And
yeah, if I had my moment, but not right now. I'm not gonna break down. But you know,
you have your moment. So like, I understand where you're coming from, and I get it. When it's time to do a job and turn on the camera, it's time to go. But you also gotta understand, like she's not as strong as you are, or not ready to go soon as that light turned green as you are, and it's still an open, fresh wound for her. But I'm glad that I'm open to her story this season, and I had no idea that Michel'le's storyline will be about suicide, which is good because everybody deals with it. And on last week's episode, if Kevin don't mind if I go there real fast, do you mind?
Go ahead.
On last week's episode, I said something about I never tried to commit suicide. Like I never actually hurted myself, but I was at the point where I was about to take the pills and drink it. So a lot of people hit me up, you know, on Twitter and on my Instagram and some of the comments on the video, like, would you go more into it or whatever? And which I don't mind going into it. I just don't like to take the shine from anybody else because I never tried to commit suicide. I was ready to do it. I had the pills in my hand and I was filling the cup up with water and I was about to, you know, do it, but, you know, I heard a song and the song, you know, pulled me out of it. And if it wasn't for that song, I don't know if I would still be here, and I'm glad that I'm still here. But, you know, that time in my life, it was a dark time. For people that watch the Scorpion Show, you guys know that I'm from South Carolina. And in 2004, I ran away from South Carolina and I came up here to Philadelphia. And my mom always told me hard head make a soft ass, and I was being hard headed and I ran away, which is something that I would do again, and I'm glad that I did it. But when I did it, it was so hard. I was 17 years old up here in this big city of brotherly love without a pot to piss in and a window to throw out of. I was at the darkest of the darkest, the lowest of the lows, and I was ready to end it. You know, I was 17, I wasn't legal, I couldn't do all the stuff that I wanted to do, I didn't have the proper documentation, social security card, birth certificate, you know, I wasn't talking to my mom, I was scared my mom was going to come up here and get me, so it was just like, I was ready to go. All my family was down south, I was up here, I was living in a storefront house, and then I was staying with my aunt before my aunt moved back down south. My aunt, you know, like, I'm in one room, she in another room, she in there smoking crack, and you can smell, like, you can smell the stench of it. I didn't see her with my own eyes, but you can smell and tell what she was doing. Like, it was just, like, so horrible and so bad. But at the end of the day, I never tried to commit suicide. I did want to do it. I was ready to do it. I almost took the pills, but I never took the pills, and I never drank the water to swallow the pills. So, you know, I never really, like, you know, tell my story because, one, I don't want people to feel sorry for me, and then for two, you know, I don't want to take it away from people that actually been there and done that, like Michel'le. Michel'le, she was there, except that she woke up. But I say all that to say that, you know, whatever you is going through, there was always somebody else in a worse situation than you. And even though shit may not be going the way that you wanted to go, think about all the things that you do have. And, you know, and time heals all wounds, and you will come out of it and talk to people. Go ahead.
I don't know how to start off after that. You got to go to the next subject.
All right, let me look at my notes. All right. The next subject is...
Who you want to talk about? Because I could just go.
All right, so, Shante Moore hits up...
Wait, that should be last. Cassette Michel'le. So she does her thing at the Savoy. All right, you know, she's talking to the ladies about she's going to do the show at Savoy in L.A. and everything, and she's never performed there. It's like a club, but a lot of people performing there. Them informed me that Kelly Price had her little annual birthday party there. And she was asking how the sound is in the place, and Shante Moore didn't really tell her the truth about the sound and everything. But what I was thinking was, why are you worrying about the sound? If you worrying about the sound so bad, why can't you do a sound check before, you know, you perform and everything? And then she's having issues on what time she's getting on stage, and they don't have a problem with making people wait and everything. I'm like, oh my God, okay. Long story short, it was not really such a big deal with what went on at the performance. She said she really couldn't hear, but she got through. That little fly is getting on my damn nerve, or it's a gnat or something. I don't know, it's getting on my nerve, but I was acting like I didn't see it. But it's getting on my nerve.
It's like the first season of the Wendy show when she had all the flies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, it really wasn't as bad as she thought it was, and she was like, oh, I don't want to perform at a club no more. But I'm surprised, like, I was thinking, like, has she ever been booked to perform in a club for like a Pride event or anything? Like, I was just like, damn, like, you only do little theaters and, you know, I don't know if she do arenas. I don't know, maybe as an open act, but I never heard of her doing like a big tour. But, you know, I was just like, girl, just suck it up. You got through it. Don't feel so bad about it. It wasn't really that serious. Lil Mo speaking with her kids. Okay. Now, that, when they were talking about the divorce, I was not ready for that scene, and I just didn't want it to be ratchet. Like, I didn't want it to be like a real bad scene with her talking to her kids about her husband. Honestly, I don't think it's something that should be on TV, but because this is her life, she chose to put that out there. She chose to have them on camera talking about that man. And, you know, that's her situation. I do feel bad for the boy if he wants to see his dad every day. You know, if Phil is in a good condition to raise his son, then let him be with his father, or you know, do something, plan something for the weekends. I just don't want to see her come down on this man like real hard on social media like that. Some stuff is not for everybody, because I don't want to see that blow up in Lil Mo's face, like with her and Dynamite. I mean, they got everything. They got different Twitter and Instagram accounts and everything. If something was to happen, I would hate to see her hurt. Right. That's what I would hate. So that's why I'm like, don't come down on this man too hard for this man, because I haven't seen him go to any blogs. If he tweeted something on Twitter, nobody follows him. Like, if he tweeted something, okay, don't even give him the satisfaction. The little girl, yeah, because the little girl, what's her name? Heaven,
her oldest daughter, Heaven.
Yeah, she said that she didn't like him because, you know, she would always be so sad. And, you know, now that part was crazy, because you don't want to live a lie neither.
Exactly.
And that's something you should not do.
The scene with Mo and her kids, it really pulled at my heartstrings. And, like, I'm sitting right here watching it like, oh my God, like, I'm so happy that, you know, for one, people get to see it, and then for two, that, you know, she is living in her happy. Like, you know, Mo walked around, you know, putting up the face of a happy family in marriage when, you know, she wasn't really happy, and I'm glad that people get to see it and get to know, and they're not hearing it from Lil Mo's voice or from her mouth. They're hearing it from her kid's mouth. Her kids are saying, "Mom, we see you crying. We know that you wasn't happy. You are our mother. Like, we know that, you know, you wasn't really happy." And Lil Mo hasn't been happy in her marriage in a long time, but, you know, for the sake of, I'm married, you know, we took an oath and we got kids, you know, I'm going to go along with it. But at the end of the day, you're cheating yourself because you're not fully happy. You're doing something for somebody else to make somebody else happy, but you're not happy. Your happiness is your sanity.
Well, I know she said they tried counseling and all of this stuff. That would have been good to see on the show, but, you know.
And her talking to her kids, it's not about, you know, her putting her kids out there. At the end of the day, all this went on while she was filming the show, so it was her reality. It's not like, oh, well, this went on before the show started filming, let's, you know, put it on the show. No, it was all going on, you know, during the filming of the show. Like, you know, she started filming, and in the process of her filming, her and her husband is splitting up, and damn, she got to break it, you know, down to her kids and everything. Like, it's all happening and revolving as she is filming. You know, so it's not about like, oh, let's just put this on show. It's when you're doing a reality show, you're doing a reality show. You know, everything ain't for everybody, which is true, but at the end of the day, like, if you're going to do it and put your all into it, do it. If you're going to do a reality show, ain't no, oh, y'all can follow me around, but, you know, when I'm talking to my mom, y'all can't come. No, it's your reality. Let us get it. And, you know, it was her reality. And at the end of the day, it's still her reality right now. And I'm just like, you know, her kids just touch my heart. Like, it's sad, you know, you try to hide stuff from your kids because you want to be their protector and you want to make sure they're all right. For them to be like, you know, Mommy, like, we see you being miserable. We see you crying. Like, that's not fake. It's not made up. Like, should nobody live like that. And anybody, not just Lil Mo, if you're not happy, you need to do what's best for you, because it's not fair to you.
What that say on my wall?
What do it say? Respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that no longer serves you, grows you, or makes you happy. And that's it. That's it. That's it. Because I'm getting choked up because she got a lot of flack. Because she really couldn't speak on what was going on. Well, she spoke on it, but she really couldn't go in depth because, you know, she's under contract on the show. And if it happened on the show, you can't, you know, really go in depth and talk about it. And she got a lot of flack. Oh, what happened to your husband? You slut this, you whore this, and, you know, you cheating, you adulterous this. And she really can't, you know, defend herself, because if she say anything or do anything, there's people watching, you know. It's like you can't talk about it
on social media.
You can't talk about it until the show airs. So it's just like, I'm glad that people get to see it for themselves And not only are they seeing it and hearing it for themselves or from Lil Mo, they're hearing it from her kids. Kids ain't gonna get on
it wouldn't be as bad if she didn't have so many pictures with her and Dynamite all over her Instagram. And that's what I think the problem is, because people, first of all, people want to love you and people want to hate to love you. You know, or love to hate you, I should say. They're going to come at you either way. You go on anybody that's on the reality show, you go on any of their Instagrams, there's always people that have something negative to say.
Right.
Okay, we fully don't know the story, and I'm waiting to see the story unfold on how she met this Dynamite guy and how all of this came to be while in the process of her, you know, divorcing the other guy.
Well, I'm gonna let you know right now. He's
I don't want to know.
Show.
Well, he ain't got to be on the show, but we already know what's going on. So is she gonna talk about him at all, or don't tell me? Okay, it's like we all seen it because it's been going on for a long time, like a good 6 months. So, you know, I don't know. I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see that. When it comes down to, we're gonna get off Lil Mo.
Right.
When it comes down to the tourism thing, I do hope that they getting paid. Ain't nobody doing no goddamn commercials for tourism and not getting a check at all. Who the hell y'all think gonna work for y'all for free? Nobody works for free. Radio ads, television ads, internet ads. I want a piece of the motherfucking pie, bitch, because I'm coming to work. So Claudette, you should have had all, y'all should have had all of that on the table. When we see commercials like visit New York, visit Florida, whoever is advertising it, I know they're getting somebody. Michael Strahan is not telling y'all to come to visit the parts of New York for free.
Hello?
Visit my favorite parts. Bruce Springsteen ain't telling you to come to New Jersey for free.
Hello?
So come on now. They all better be getting a check. If anything, Claudette, you should have kept that check to yourself. But I know that you want to include everybody, you know. And then you got your Puerto Rican roots, but you can't even speak Spanish.
If anything, Claudette should have got all the detail before bringing it to the ladies. So when she brought it to the ladies, she could be like, X, Y, Z, do y'all want to do it? This is how much y'all getting paid.
She need to be in that business mindset.
This is what they want us to do. They want us to go to Puerto Rico. They want us to make a song. They want us to do ads. They want us to do radio. They want us, you know, they want us to do magazines. This is what they want us to do, and this is how much money they're offering. And there's 6 of us, and this is how we're going to split it. That's what you go. A business person. That's what a business person going to mind. That's what they do when they approaching something to somebody. And then on top of that, Claudette, from the situation you just came from, you would think that you want to meet all your ends. It's like, you know, come on, Claudette, what are you thinking? But you just gotta keep watching, because we gonna see.
Yeah. So I just want to get on Shante Moore.
Ooh, tried it.
You tried to do the tourism scene like. You want to ask, do you speak Puerto Rican? Puerto Rican is not a language.
It sure ain't.
Okay, it's a nationality.
Hello?
Come on. Like, you know better than that. It's Spanish. That's the language. ¿Tú hablas español? Sí, un poquito.
Muy bien.
Gracias. You know, I can speak a little. So, yeah.
Okay, so
go ahead and bring it up to this Shante Moore.
Okay, so this is different from the Puerto Rican tourism thing. Shante approaches Lil Mo, Chrisette Michelle, and Leela James to do an anthem with her, a ladies' anthem, which is separate from the tourism thing. So Shante, you know, Shante talks to them, she meets with them. Shante says, you know, I want all of you ladies on the song with me, you know, for a ladies' anthem, and she let them hear the song. Okay, now, in my opinion, I told Kevin, I think the song is hot. I tweeted, I think the song is hot. You know, the song is dope. Okay, so the lady shows up in the studio to do this anthem with Shante Moore. Shante Moore have them singing background. Okay, there's nothing wrong with singing background.
Yes, it is.
But that's not what the conversation was about when you approached them. You didn't say, oh, I want y'all singing background to my song. And Chrisette was Lil Mo was thinking it, and Chrisette, you know, spoke on it. Chrisette like, hold up, are we singing background? Because, you know, I don't sing background. And my whole thing is, ain't nothing wrong with it. They don't fucking sing background. Why would you want them singing background? They are all individual solo artists now. I feel like singing background is crawling before you walk. And I feel like they all fucking crawl. Shante, you crawl singing background for Patti LaBelle. You're not singing background no more. Lil Mo did her background thing, and she didn't, you know, made her way to the forefront. You know, Leela James did hers, and Michel'le did hers. You go forward in life. You don't go backwards. Why the hell would you want them to sing, you know, background on your song? You damn right I would feel offended. And you tried them for their fucking life.
Shante definitely tried it. She should have been up front, and I would have said the same thing to her. Like, don't ask me to do something, but then don't be up front on the details. It's just like, I want you to come on camera. I just want you to be here, but I don't want you to record. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm going to say something. I'm not just going to sit here and be on the camera just to be on the camera. Shante, nobody sings background anymore. Then you had the nerve to get upset because you said they didn't look you in the eye while they was recording. Like, don't have them write individual verses and pieces and shit, and then don't use it. If anything, that could have been a hot-ass song. You got 4 women who done, 3 other women who done been through some things. Chrisette probably could have complained about the industry. Leela could have, I don't know, I really don't know her like that. And Lil Mo could complain about her situation that's going on with her divorce. And y'all can be like, I know, right, or whatever the fuck y'all was saying. That would have been hot. Then, girl, don't nobody even know you got an album out. Who is this team that you see? I don't know who these people be working with. Like, they don't market them well themselves good enough. Like, you was on R&B Divas last year. You released an album during R&B Divas last year. I haven't heard a single on the radio. You talking about all my singles don't roll on the charts. What chart?
Charts that we don't check.
Nobody don't talk about no goddamn Shante Moore. And have you heard her new song? But since we talking about albums and stuff, I want y'all to check out this soul singer named Sam Smith. Okay. Now see, I know I heard this song before, but I never had paid no mind. This song called Stay With Me. But I was like, I'm going to give his album a chance. And I bought his album, and it took me a good 3 weeks to listen to it.
And baby,
I am in love with it. I am in love with that album. It's called In the Lonely Hour by Sam Smith. He's a British soul singer. His album is amazing. He reminds me of like a male Adele. But he also does like pop songs too, and they're very catchy. So y'all should check him out. He's amazing. Like, he is going to be nominated for Album of the Year, and I wouldn't be surprised if he win at the Grammys next year. But yeah, back to the girls. Like, I would feel some kind of way too. And Shante, you had some fucking nerve to act like they had a nerve to be mad at you.
They should have fucking left, but they stayed and they worked it out. Then you gonna get mad and kick them out.
I'm not feeling the energy. Y'all can leave the fucking studio, bitch. Bye.
See, let me tell y'all something about Shante. And I peeped this last season, but see, I feel like if it wasn't for Kelly Price and if it wasn't for Dawn, Shante Moore would have been the ass of last season. But I feel like Kelly Price antics and I feel like Dawn Robinson antics overshadow Shante Moore on who and what she really is or can be. Shante Moore gives me the person that has an attitude, that wants things to go her way and wants to be in control of everything. And because it was something that Shante said last season, and I'll never forget. And it wasn't what she said, it was how she said it. I remember she was talking and she was like, you know, I can do this one woman show by myself. And it wasn't that she said she can do it by herself, it was how she said it. She said it in a cocky motherfucking way, and like in a way like, fuck all y'all, like I don't need y'all, or the person she was talking to was Kelly Price, fuck you, I don't need you. When she said that, I was like, ooh, like, okay, Shante Moore, you know, you might be able to, you know, sell to the people that's checking for you, that love you, but it wouldn't be no sellout place or no, you know, stage play, anything like that. So I believe that, you know, Shante Moore is a bitch. I don't know that, and you know we just gotta wait.
That's fast.
We just gotta wait and see. But I believe that that's what she's gonna give us. I believe that Shante Moore may just be the villain this season.
Yeah, somebody has to be an antagonist.
Yeah, and I believe that it may be Shante Moore, and I believe that if Kelly Price and Dawn wasn't on last season, Kelly Price would have been the bitch.
I can smell my feet.
The villain. Shut up.
You don't smell that?
All right, that's the end of the show.
No, it's not. I got something to say about this Puerto Rico trip. Somebody been spraying my stuff. Oh my God. It's some damn shoes from working out with them so much.
Well, child, you don't need to wear them to work out.
Yes, I do.
You only need to wear them to work out.
Oh, yeah, I do. That's true. But sometimes when I walk around the house. Anyway, what's her name? Lila Jim Shake like now. She don't want to go to Puerto Rico. I am not here for that.
We gotta wait till.
Look, I'm seeing it for the previews. And as we close, I'm not here for that. Like, don't do that. You signed on to be a part of it now. You don't want to. Well, I hope if it's because of the checks, I can understand. But as for anything else, I don't think I can understand. And some people got mad at me because what I said about her hair on Twitter. I don't mind a natural hairstyle. There's nothing wrong with it, but can it look presentable? Because maybe she didn't care about her hair because she was in that studio. But I mean, you're gonna be on TV, so it should still look some kind of way, look nice or something. But I do like it when it's out and it's full. She gives me lion tease. So, you know, I just wanted to look presentable. I wasn't trying to come down on her or anything like that. But yeah, this was a good R&B Divas. Shante is showing that she can be a little villain, and you know she can be deceptive. And that was some deceptive stuff.
She deceived the shit out them ladies.
Yes.
And I'm glad that they spoke up.
And said something about it and not wait to talk about it behind her back.
Somebody tweeted me and was like, I said Shante tried them ladies. But then somebody tweeted me and said, but they stayed. But clearly whoever tweeted me and said, but they stayed, wasn't watching because before they went into the booth, it was agreed that, you know, they can write their own stuff and put their own stuff onto it. That's why they stayed. They didn't stay to sing backup. They stayed because they got the okay, all right, you know, you can put your own.
And where is this song at? Because I know they recorded this a while ago.
Yes, and the song